Today we're going to change up one of my recipes, the Snickerdoodle cookie recipe that everybody seems to love. I'm going to make it into, I did this 2 years ago, 3 years ago maybe. I turned it into a Pumpkin Spice Snickerdoodle. I saw the people doing it on the internet. I thought, why not try it? So I basically am using my base recipe for Snickerdoodles. I've got 2 sticks of butter already in here. It's at room temperature, ready to go. I'm going to add in just 1 cup of white sugar. And you're going to want these to cream together so the cookie will be nice and smooth and creamy. So I got a cup of the white sugar and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. You can use light or dark, whichever one you want. So I'm just going to turn that up, let that cream for a couple minutes. And once that's come together and creamed, we'll be back and I'll put everything else in there. Okay, all the butter and the sugar's creamed together real well. Now I'm going to use 2 large eggs. You're going to want to use warm room temperature eggs. Everything when you're baking should be at room temperature, so it just comes together easier and you're going to get a better result. I love breaking out my KitchenAid mixer, one of my favorite appliances here in the kitchen. Okay, so we're going to let those eggs incorporate in. Get those out of the way. And we're going to use a teaspoon of baking powder. And I go ahead and put it on. I'm not going to mix the flour and the baking powder all together and put it in separately. Put like I said, 1 teaspoon of that in. And then we're going to put also a teaspoon of pumpkin spice. We made that the other day. I can put a link down there so you guys can see how to make your own if you like. Put that pumpkin spice in there. About a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm using pink and lane salt. I'm just going to use a couple pinches. That's about a 1/4. Just brings out the flavor and anything sweet when you have salt to it. And I'm going to go ahead now and add about a teaspoon of my homemade vanilla. I just made this with vodka and vanilla beans that I bought. Put about a teaspoon in there. A little more doesn't hurt. There we go. And then last, we're going to put about 3 cups of flour. I'm using all-purpose. Since I already put the baking powder in there, I don't need any extra rising. Buff up the flour just a little bit. When you get your flour, like I've always told you, don't pack it in. Do it nice and light. Bubble it off so you're getting exactly the amount you need. We're going to use 3 cups. Put 1 in at a time. Make sure you have your stand mixer on low if you're using the stand mixer. If not, you're going to get flour all over the kitchen. This over here. And 1 more. Just fluff up the flour a little bit here. If you have it packed in there, you're going to get too much flour. You're going to get real cakey, dry cookies. Don't press the flour all over you usually do. So there's our flour. Get everything in here. We're going to let that come together. And get a spatula right down the sides. And that sugar off the side here too. That way we get everything incorporated really well. There, get in there. Let me scoop it up a little bit more now. Pretty locked into place, so it's going to jump all over. All right, looks like everything's well incorporated. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes. I want it to get nice and cold again. Right now it's warm. It's going to spread out really easy and real quick on the baking sheets. So I always put it in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes, and then in between each, I put it back in the refrigerator. So we'll put this in there and we'll be back when I'm ready to scoop them up and roll them in the cinnamon sugar. Okay, so the dough's been in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna get it out, it's firmed back up. I always leave my mixer out and I just place it back in there so I don't have to hold the thing. Holds it full in place for me. I usually do about 3 of these at a time. I have my cinnamon and sugar mixture. The only thing I added was the pumpkin spice. About 3 tablespoons of that. Oven just came up to temperature. We're going to be doing these at 375 for about 10 to 12 minutes. I'm going to do 3 of them at a time. You're just going to roll them in the cinnamon and sugar. Place them. I usually do about 3 of them. In fact, let's go ahead and bring this over here so we can see it a little easier. Do rows of 3 to about 4 rows. So I get about a dozen on each one. And I wipe it off on the side just to keep it a little bit clean. So put it on top, put these all on. You're not going to smash these down. You're just going to let them go down on their own. If you smash them down, they're going to spread out too far. Like I said, we're going to do about 4 rows of 3 each. And the reason I'm using a scooper is you want them all about the same size. That way they cook the same. You know, you have some that are overdone, some that are perfect, and some that are underdone. So I use the same size scooper. You can use whatever you like. But that just makes them more consistent, makes them look better too. One thing that I do add to this that most people don't know, it's something I've always put in there, I've always asked why my flavor's so much more vibrant and they can taste everything a little bit better. I actually put a pinch or 2 of salt in it, the pink Himalayan salt. That way, when it touches the tongue, it just enhances flavor. Like I said, salt's what brings out the flavor and everything when you're cooking. So, just a pinch of it in there. Salt goes good with sweet and salty go good together. So we got our 12 on here now. I'm gonna put these in for about 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, here's our final tray. This did make 3 dozen like I thought it would. So I'm just gonna put these over here to cool. Whew. Too hot. I know your family's going to love these. Everybody that I share these with, they went crazy over them. Just a little bit extra holiday flavor. There we go. Little tray. Okay, let's get a few of these. I'm going to start back here with the cooler ones. These up front are going to be very hot. So these are my Pumpkin Spice Snickerdoodles. I know everyone in your family's going to love them. They're a little bit crispy on the bottom, nice and chewy on the inside. Give them a try. I know you're going to like them. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe down below if you're watching this on YouTube. Hit the like button and share with your friends. Happy Halloween, y'all.